This is Lego Deathscyther Dash. Its full combo is Lego Deathscyther Dash, Mix, Thick, Assault G. Starting off with the layer, you can see that it is pretty crazy, like with the shape and the design all around. The mix weight stays the frame with 5 pennies and 5 dimes as the weight. However, the structure of the layer has changed a lot. One of the key features here we've seen in recent evolutions is this big blade here that's kind of like the scythe. With a brick here that attaches to a 2x1 slope, you are able to adjust it by rotating like this to your needs. While the previous Deathscyther evolution had 4 of these pieces in its design, which resembled the first 2 Deathscyther evolutions more closely, this new one only has 1 of them back here. And as you can see, there is an extra tile that you can actually just squeeze in there that's normally not in there. That also adds a little bit of weight and contact. And then on the other side, with the sharp, clear contact points, we have a headlight here with a big 1x2 black slope, as well as these 3 clear points, which I really like how they turned out, giving a very sharp, opposite spinning shape, kind of like hollow Deathscyther. So yeah, that's the basic shape here. You'll notice that here, there's actually 2 of these circles to actually make the overall bay a bit more balanced, even though, of course, with an irregular shape, it's going to be unbalanced, but it does help. The top of the Deathscyther layer is pretty unchanged, with still these clear slopes over here, representing the sharp clear side, and then the other side being black, as you know, the Deathscyther pattern, and then a trans blue piece in the middle. So matching up the colors, we have the Lego Deathscyther Dash layer. And then we move on to the frame Thick, which is basically just another octagon layer stacked underneath the layer base. As the name implies, it's one of the largest and thickest frames you can have, but of course, the wider it is, the more it will scrape. So here, this is actually an unbalanced version of the frame, called like Thick U, because these studs are hollow Deathscyther, and these studs are filled, meaning that this will have more mass than this. And so for me, I prefer to align the white side with the clear and the black with the black, since they look visually similar. And there we have our frame. Finally, we have the driver Assault Guard, which is the exact same driver as before, except only has a bit stronger teeth with this new red brick here, but of course, since it's 1 stud, it will still burst relatively more compared to other drivers. Boom! It's got pretty good stamina and attack, so yeah. In total, Lego Deathscyther Dash weighs 45.81 grams. Now let's tape it up and take it to battle. Versus Lego Excalibur. 3, 2, 1, let it. Versus Lego Achilles. 3, 2, 1, let it. Versus Lego Hades. 3, 2, 1, let it. Finally, versus Lego Valkyrie. 3, 2, 1, let it. Alright, so that was Lego Deathscyther Dash. I don't think it's as bad as it did in the test battles. Just isn't that good because it's just not balanced. I'm not sure if you could really consider this an upgrade in performance, but I'd say it definitely looks cooler and is more accurate to recent designs. And Legobeyz out.